So this is the Corning fiber optic splice kit. This is for splicing connectors onto fiber optic lines by hand. Also a very resourceful tool. This is a visual fault locator, and this is only going to work when you have a connector on the end of the fiber, and what it does is it shoots a concentrated beam of light down the fiber wire that you can see pretty clearly when it's connected, and you can see it through the fiber, as you've seen, or you will see in the video. So it has two settings. One's just on all the time, and one is pulsing. So this is going to be very integral in locating the problem with the fiber line that's been damaged. So now with the visual fault locator, which is essentially a very bright light connects to the fiber optic wire that is a visual fault locator. It's exactly what it says it is. So you just turn the light up so you can see what it does. Very clearly it's shooting a beam of concentrated light through the fiber optic wire, and you can sort of trace it down. And then once we start to see this fragmented, almost dot to dot looking pattern, we have problems. This is caused from those twists. And all the way up it's twisted very badly. And the brighter it gets here, this is probably where it's damaged the most. So my intent is going to be to essentially untwist those twists to get that looking much more fluid, and henceforth sending the light correctly through. I essentially would like for it to look more like this, more like it should, and pass the light signal through properly. And this is just a test light signal here with the visual fault locator, but we'll see if I can get that untwisted. This is one I successfully had a fix. It was a little complex, but there is fiber jumper. So up to here, up to the bulkhead, which essentially couples two pieces of fiber together with the connectors. I was able to intercept it here, cut the pipe open, and put a connector on it, henceforth bypassing the damaged fiber. So I'm going to try to do the same. When they pulled these fibers through, there's the other one. You can see how twisted it is. That's actually what causes the problem with the fiber. It'll connect, but it'll have a bad connection. So I've sort of come up with a technique, because these fibers are stuck, we can't pull a new one. So I'm going to try to repair that one, similar to how I repaired that one, but we'll have to see how it works, because essentially you have this temporary line that goes all the way. This is for the one that has not been repaired by me. This was actually temporarily ran to another provider. Very clearly says temporary, and at some point this other provider is going to come in here and probably cut that wire, because it's very obviously going to a different telecom company's feed. So essentially we need to fix our lines, which are here, to our feed, instead of running a temp line to their feeds. You see, these are their feeds going in, and we just more or less stab into their feeds that go to the units. When all is said and done, I will either intercept that fiber line that is twisted and cut it, and essentially put a jumper on the end with a bulkhead to connect it, or I will be able to untwist it and then connect it directly where it's going, eliminating the twists and micro bends in the fiber line. We shall see. I will post the follow-up. We will check it out and see what happens and go from there. Ta-da!